Hi, I'm Katie and I'm the marketing manager for Hayes & Jarvis. So I've just returned from Sri Lanka and I was there for 9 nights. There were so many highlights from our trip. Trying to pick my top one is quite hard, but I think it would have to be the elephants. We saw them twice at Minneriya National Park and at Jarvis National Park. And I've never been so close to them, and I've never seen so many in one place. I think at one of the locations there were over 20 surrounding the waterhole, and it was just an incredible experience. I would definitely recommend to take layers with you, especially if you're moving around and doing a tour. When you're in areas such as Colombo and the beach areas, it's obviously quite warm, but if you're going into the tea regions of Hatton and places like that, it can be quite cold, so definitely take your layers to stay warm when you're in the mountains. So one day we got to climb Sigiriya Rock. I'd kind of known about the rock before we went, but I didn't really know a lot about it, and there is so much history to it that it really surprised me. It took us about 2 hours to climb. It was incredibly windy, which was a godsend because of how hot it was, and apparently it isn't always that windy, but it was just so great. The views were incredible. There were some quite steep steps. It was quite hard work, but when you got to the very top and you got to see all of these ruins, it was just really surprising to see, and I really enjoyed it. One of my favourite things that we had in Sri Lanka to eat, it was their local curries. And it's not like an Indian curry where you get one big dish. You have your main kind of curry gravy with a bit of meat in, and then you have about 7, 8 accompaniments to go with it. And I had no idea that's how they kind of did their curries out there, but it was so delicious and so many different flavours, and they would put it on your plate for you and you can just bring it all together, and it was just the most delicious thing. I could have eaten it every day, and I did eat it most days. As part of our itinerary, we caught the train from Kandy to Hatton. It was really easy and simple to do, and what was really nice was you didn't have a mad rush to try and get on the train and get a seat. You had an allocated seat, which really made a difference. It was really lovely to experience the train journey and see the landscapes change from the side of Kandy, where it's quite warm and it's quite city-based and quite dry. And then you slowly move up the mountains into Hatton, which is where the tea plantations are mainly based. And you just suddenly see this lush green scenery full of all the tea plantations across the landscape, and it was just a beautiful journey. And I really wish we had spent a bit more time up there, kind of getting to see the tea plantations and trying all the different teas.